idea on the other side that it's this altruism, it's this, we want to make the world better, we want to help people, but ultimately, like, this idea of doing what's best for yourself. And some people say greed is bad, some people say self-interest is bad, but explain why those things are important, and how, when I look at my own life and my family, it's like we're a minority. Like, I'm the biggest minority as you as an individual, and it's like, this self-interest thing, it's demonized. But talk about the self-interest and why that's important.
Look, the fundamental unit is the self, and at the end of the day, all you have is you. You are the unit that's alive. You are the unit that's conscious. You are the unit that you have control over. You don't have control over other people's choices, other people's consciousness, other people's lives. And you are the being that needs to survive, that needs to thrive, that needs to live a good life. That is in your control. And for Rand, the moral purpose of your life is to take on that control and to survive, to thrive, to succeed, to live the best damn life you can live, in this one opportunity that you have. And for her, that's what being self-interested means. It means taking your life seriously and living life to the maximum of your ability. And that means being rational. So for her, morality boils down to think about how to solve problems and how to live the best life that you can live. And part of living a really great life is like having a family and having somebody you love and who loves you, and sharing a life together. But sharing a life together is not about sacrificing for the other people. It's not about self-sacrificing in the sense of giving and not getting anything in return. Those relationships don't work very well. It's about win-win. It's about creating a relationship that's win-win. And where both parties are benefiting, both parties' lives are better. That's what love at the end is. Love that works, a loving relationship that works, is a relationship of mutual benefit. It's a relationship of, to put it in commercial trade, it's a relationship of trade. It's a win-win relationship of trade. So it's not like because you're self-interested, you don't care about your wife. It's the opposite. Because you're self-interested, you care a lot about your wife, right? Because she's an important part of your life, and you gain a huge amount of well-being from her well-being. So you care about her well-being. But that doesn't mean you sacrifice for her. It doesn't mean you're living for her. It means you're living for yourself. That's why you care about her. This whole idea of love is selfless. I mean, Rand uses this example. Imagine you go up to your wife to be on the night before your wedding, and you say, "Look, I'm not marrying you for me. This is a sacrifice, right? I'm doing this for you." I mean, she'd slap you in the face, right? What you should do is go to your future wife and say, "This is the most selfish thing I've ever done. I'm marrying you for me because the way you make me feel, you make me want to be a better person. You make me a better human being, and I want to be with you for me." That's a healthy relationship. So that's what self-interest really means. It means orienting the way you think about the world in terms of your own values, in terms of your own well-being, but doing it rationally, not emoting, not whatever you feel like doing, not whatever, not whenever you pleases you in the moment. That's not true self-interest. True self-interest is thinking through what is really good for you over the span of a lifetime. And then altruism is the exact opposite of that. Altruism is not about being nice to people. It's not about caring about people. It's not even about wanting the world to be a better place. Altruism is about self-sacrifice. Altruism is about giving of yourself with no expectation of return. And the more you give, the more you suffer, the more you're trodden on, the more virtuous you are. And Rand rejects that as evil. It's like, why? Why self-sacrifice? Why get trodden on? Why live for other people? I mean, caring about other people, if they're worthy of your caring, is okay, is good, right? But they have to be worthy of it. And caring about humanity in some sense, caring about human beings is good. We care about life. We love life. Life is a value after all for a rational being. So we care about human beings, but not to the point where I'm willing to sacrifice. And, I care about human beings that are close to me, that are important to me, that are values to me more than I care about strangers. So I save my kids before I save the strangers' kids in a fire. And I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm proud of that fact that my kids are more valuable to me than a stranger's kids. And I was focused on them. What altruism demands is that you save the stranger's kids first. But that's evil. That's wrong. That is anti-life. So the whole perception, the whole way in which the world is framed, the issues around self-interest and altruism, is misconstrued. What the altruist wants you to believe, what conventional philosophy and conventional morality and conventional political theory wants you to believe, is that there are really two options in morality. Either you sacrifice yourself to other people, you are exploited by other people, you live for other people, or you're a lying, cheating, stealing SOB. Those are the two options. And nobody wants to be a lying, cheating, stealing SOB, so we all want to be the sacrificer, and we can't. We actually live pretty self-interested life, so then we feel guilty about it, and we're torn internally. And Ayn Rand says, but wait a minute, there's a third alternative, and that is to live for yourself rationally, without sacrificing to other people, without asking other people to sacrifice to you, but just using your mind to live the best life that you can live. And that alternative is something that people almost never consider and never think of, and that the conventional way of thinking wants to reject and deny completely.
Absolutely.